It's February, it's 1984. Zippy is due to release this month. Let's go ahead and do a final press release, which might give us a couple of followers. I don't know. We're gonna hope for the best here. We're gonna hope for the best because I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna release it at the start of the day. We have to take on support immediately, which I don't know if any of my staff here are very good at. But more importantly, I want to go ahead and I want to port it immediately, because in December, just a couple of months ago, we had a new operating system come out. In fact, we have two relatively popular operating systems that Zippy needs to be on. So we are going to prioritize porting Zippy to those operating systems, which takes a little bit more time than it used to do in Software Inc. But I think March, we can have it ported to Lion 5. I think it'll be next month that happens. We're going to find out how much money Zippy actually makes. The good news is we don't do marketing. That's handled by the publisher. We don't spend anything in marketing, which you used to have to do. And we will have to do when we go a little bit indie with some of our releases, but we'll deal with that when it comes up. The good news is Phyllis actually has some leveling to do. So educate, Phyllis has some programming leveling to do. So we can get Phyllis doing some system work is what we can do. And I want to do that because it means that Phyllis isn't going to sit there doing nothing when there's only system work to do. Now it's the end of the day. Is Zippy going to make money? We have $31,637. We have 219. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy. We have 17,000 active users. Oh my God. Okay, Zippy has been a positive surprise. We can't even imagine how complicated this must be behind the scenes, and it feels very stable. It's packed full of art, and it's beautiful to behold. It'll be interesting to see whether it can compete compared to Anti-Crime Ender 10. It could do with more modern features. That's fine. That's honestly okay. We're going to put it on some new systems. It's outstanding quality. It's only $30. Let's look at the competition. So we're looking at Anti-Crime Ender 10, which was only good, by the way, and it was more than twice the price. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. I'm really pleased with that. Zippy made $363,000 last month. So let's go ahead. We are going to slightly neglect the support tickets for a month or two, which is probably a problem, but we're going to get this Lion port done, I hope, this month. Come on, we're almost 50. There we go. So we ported it to Lion, which has all software, most recent releases. Want to go over here. Lion 5, yeah, 83. It has almost 500,000 users. So hopefully we're going to see the number of people using Zippy climb 28,000. There we go. It doesn't meet demand though. So we kind of need, we need more units in stock. So I'm going to order copies. The publisher is supposed to handle this. The publisher is doing a pretty bad job of it. Let me order 50,000 copies. It's $100,000 to do this. That's a lot of money to spend, but that's okay. We also might want to slow down the priority of the port there and see if we can deal with some of these support tickets, because we do need to fix bugs as well. We need to keep up with support. We're probably going to want a dedicated support team, and I think we can probably afford it. 28,000, 37,000. Yeah, we're still making money here. Right. We need to get a support team. So let's lease this room. We're honestly going to want to move out of here pretty soon, I would say. But let's lease this room. And let's get ourselves a couple of desks in here. So, office. Let's go for this desk here. And this desk, say... What way are we doing this? Hold on a minute. Am I losing? There we go. That's what we want. So the desks can go kind of like that. We can do a computer there. And a computer there. I honestly probably should have done these the other way around, to be honest, because then they're like further apart from each other. We'll do a divider down the middle. Then we'll give them a nice chair, and that's our support room, essentially, is what that is. They are probably going to want a couple of things, actually. It might be better to do this a slightly different way. It really genuinely might be better to do this a slightly... What would be the best way to do this? So put you there. Get rid of you. Or, yeah, get rid of this. And move you... I don't know. I need to find a way to get, like, other stuff in here. So put you there. I don't know how good this is gonna be, but I'm gonna do canteen. Let's do this there, and we'll put a divide. We'll put the mini fridge on that. This guy's gonna hate it, but that's okay. And then, yeah, they're gonna hate it in there. Honestly, it's gonna be a pretty miserable room for them. But that's kind of just the way it's gonna be. It's kind of the way it has to be. There is obviously gonna be a better way to lay this room out, but I'm gonna do it this way because I'm a terrible human being. So let's go ahead and just get some decoration on the walls for them, so it's at least a little bit less miserable. We can give them a plant if we want to. I'm gonna give them a clock, and because it's the support team, we want to give them a boost to their service. So a phone and a phone will be really useful. And then for me, or for us too, I guess as programmers, calculator and calculator will boost programming just a little bit. So that seems like a pretty solid idea. Let's give you a plant. Let's give you a cactus. And I guess they need lights in there as well, because it's going to be a little bit dark. So we'll do that. And that's essentially going to be the support room is what it's going to be. So let's go to build mode. Let's go to manage teams. And we're going to do the service team. And we need to hire 2 people. So we're looking for 2 people that can do service, support. Gonna look and we're gonna find, let's see. You're pretty good. You've got support and you've got marketing. So let's fire you into the service team, I suppose. Yeah, you'll do. So hire you. And then compatibility wise, we have some people that are amazing compatibility. So let's have you go in there as well. We have 2 people in the service team, which means the core team can focus on porting. Not today, I don't think, because I don't think these, yeah, so as of June of 1984, the core team can focus on whatever they need to focus on, which is probably for the best, because they are not doing a very good job. Oh, they got the port done. Fantastic. Right. Let's move the service team to do that. How are we looking? 39,000 active users still. So support team comes in and the tickets are dropping, but not very quickly. Interesting. There's too many teams in one of my rooms. Yeah, that's a good point. This team here is service. This team here is core. There we go. So that'll swap things around a little bit. Core team is doing nothing, to be fair. They have nothing to do right now, which is fair enough, I suppose. Can't keep up with support for Zippy. I mean, there's worse problems to have, but it is very, very true that we let's get the core team on that as well, because they're not doing anything anyway. So we'll bring the number of tickets down as best we can here, and see if we can maybe just get through them in a really good way. We're making a lot of money though. We are making a lot of money. If we have a little look, I mean, profit overall is climbing towards $1 million. I think we want to start working a sequel. I think a sequel to Zippy is what we need, right? So let's use, I mean, so it had interface, it had all of this. Anything in orange is what it had before. So let's give it, I actually want to give it its own engine, I think. So let's do Nerd Resoft Core as the engine. We'll do Nerd Resoft Core or Core AV because it's core antivirus. So that's less than a year. That's not bad. Let's give it, I mean, about a year. Can I do approximately 2 years? Let's do all of this. So file quarantine and password management. Or do we want to do, yeah, let's do all of this. We can't do networking yet, which is fine. We don't want it to be too expensive. The last one was 30. Let's make this one 45, because I think that's part of how we've been able to undercut the market. If we go to next page, choose the tool for it. We want to go for the most recent releases. Interesting that none of them are actually going to be, tech level is 78. We might need to make our own 2D editor to do this. That's interesting. So the 2D editor we're using is going to limit our tech level, which I guess is fine. I mean, it's not, but it'll have to be. As for operating systems, I'm thinking we just go for those ones. So that gives us a potential consumer reach of 2.3 million. We should be fine. Recommended programmers is 5. I think we'll make that work. Next page, we have, can we get higher interest? We absolutely can, I think. So we can get up to 96, 97, 98% in there. 98% interest. That seems pretty solid. So what is it? It's Zippy 2, I think we're calling it, isn't it? Zippy 2. Let's do Zippy. Yeah, let's just do Zippy 2 for the time being. I don't think we need to go too crazy with the names here. I think, yeah, Zippy 2 or Zippy X or something like that. We could do like Zippy X. I don't know. Let's just do Zippy 2. Although, when are we going to release? We could do Zippy 86. Well, 87. Let's do Zippy 87. And try and release it in 1987. Approximately 2 years. That's a while. That is a while. What just made it go to 2 years? Is it this? I have no idea. Can we get that back up to 98? We can. Okay. Do we want to maybe not support that one? Yeah, there we go. So that brought it down to about a year. That's better. It does bring our consumer reach down, but we're only supporting the most recent operating systems. So let's look at a publisher. Let's have them do marketing, printing, and funding we don't need. And it's going to be Stab Industries again. So develop. Let's start working in Zippy 87, which we can rename. If we do pass through 1987 and it's not going to release, we can rename it. So that's perfect. I'm excited. I'm quite excited. Interestingly, the support tickets are not really getting answered. We might need to move the company into a different building. We need a bigger support team, I think. We really do. But, well, we don't have much of a choice. Let's just maybe have the core team not work on support, and let's have them focus on getting Zippy 87 done. I'm not sure we can iterate on it all that much. Doesn't meet demand and I'm losing sales. Again, really? I guess, yeah, only 163 in stock. Okay, order copies. 50,000 again. That should be fine. And you know what we could probably do? We could probably look at throwing a bit of money into here to try and bring up the old the old interest. So let's try that. And let's see what kind of interest we can get there. Now I'm really hoping that iterating on Zippy is gonna be good for us. Also, call cleaning, call IT support. There we go. I'm hoping that a few iterations will really push this thing massively forward. I really, really am. Can't keep up with support. Yeah, well, that's just the way of it, isn't it? That is just the way of it. Also, we are a 6-star company, I think. That's kind of amazing. I'm quite happy about that. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, sure, you can have a raise. Why not? We're making good money, so I don't see why not. So, we're on the 4th iteration for Zippy. That's fine. Honestly, don't think we need to go too crazy with it. Let's just start development. and they still can't really keep up with support. Can we get a third? You know what? We should probably move the teams around. Just thinking about it, because we could get another. We can get another person into this space. So duplicate this, put a desk there. Like, we can totally get another person in this space. Alternatively, move that for a second. Move, no, don't duplicate. Don't ah! No, can I undo? No, all right, well. Let's duplicate this and put it there, right? And then move this and put it there. And we could do some good stuff there if we really wanted to. We could probably get even more people in here. But let's just shift things around a little bit. So get rid of that. Move that. Let's unassign that and assign... okay, so it doesn't buy room. Right. Switch team core. And then switch team service. And then assign this to me. That's still assigned to me. So they should switch rooms, right? If I'm not mistaken. Having trouble concentrating due to noise. You are. I imagine it's going to be the fridge that's doing that, but that's okay. But what we can do is we can now go to hire employees. We can go to service. We can go to support. I'm going to look for someone on a medium salary. And I mean, we can see here support level 2, right? And they have a bit of leadership skill as well. So let's hire you to the service team. You can come in tomorrow. You can do your thing. And that should be pretty good. I'm thinking. Also, I wonder if I was to grab all of this and just move it a little bit, would that maybe improve the noise situation? I mean, I doubt it, but I guess we'll find out. We'll see how that goes. See if that solves that problem. Wait, what's the issue here? Oh, they can't get to a light. Oh, wrong button. What is it? Yeah, light fixture. So let's move you to there, I guess. All right, fair enough. So let's speed things up a little bit. We are still making money. Still can't keep up with support for Zippy. Oh, no, the queue tickets are going down. So that's good. It's exactly what we want. And I'm also thinking that the development here is going kind of nicely. So I kind of wonder who's having trouble concentrating due to noise. You are. Where's the noise coming from? I genuinely don't know. Whatever. I think we're gonna review this. And we're gonna see how it looks. It's relatively early on. But how are we looking? So 3.8 out of 10. System's pretty rough. I guess it is relatively early on. Burglars are looting my premise. I'm sorry? Sir? Right, we're here. Can the police get here? Hello? Stop taking everything! Hello? We were all here. Why did none of us call the police? You took 20 items! All right. Can you not? It'd be really great if you didn't. Oh, wow. We lost money last month. We're probably not selling as much of this as I'd like. Let's review this again. So we'll review Zippy again. We'll see how it's looking. 4.6. Let's iterate a little bit. And then end the iteration. And then we'll do a bit more development work. And let's also just double check something. So this made 40,000 last month. Not as much as we'd like. We're spending a decent bit of money on things like salaries, but that's okay. I want to have a quick look at all software and just double check that there's not been a new computer operating system that has released. There hasn't been, which is good. There have been some new antivirus softwares though. such as, wow, they released that right after me and got 20 million. I guess that's a franchise though, isn't it? Like when you're at the 11th version of your software, you're gonna be like, hey man, we're gonna, like you've got a pretty loyal, I didn't want to call it courier. Why did I call it courier? You've probably got a good number of people that are gonna be looking to use your software when you're at the 11th one. Wait, 20 items again? No, don't terminate the lease. You're the courier that I hired, aren't you? Mate, you can leave. There you go. Thank you. I'm glad he listened. Really, really glad that he listened there. Oh boy. So we are losing a bit of money. Not a lot of money, but we are losing a little bit. Let's grab a contract. Let's grab 3 contracts and let's see what we can do. Maybe get those priorities up there a little bit. Bring this down to like 1. Because we should be able to get through these really quickly. Yeah, there we go. So we're kind of blitzing through them pretty well. We can maybe get some of them done today. Promote you, finish, and finish. And that should be a little bit of a profit. Yeah, there we go. So we're getting enough off of Zippy still that, you know, things are going okay. Basically. Things are going okay. I do think though. So what are you not doing? You feel stressed. Negatively affected by environment is why you're not working. Is it the mini fridge? Is it really the mini fridge doing it? Can I move the mini fridge then? Like, would it help if I put it there? Then no one can get to the mini fridge. Let's just get rid of the mini fridge then. Are you is that better? Genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know. Who can be trained here? So Phyllis can be trained, right. So educate into, wow, we have 3D available. Okay, we're gonna want to, I'm gonna say networking. Also, I realize we have phones in here right now, which we don't need. Because we're programmers, and that doesn't make any sense. So let's get rid of all the calculators in here. And let's give these guys the phones and then give us the calculators. So phone, and then calculator. Should speed things up a little bit. Just a teeny little bit, but that should be enough. But my thinking is, I think we can hit. We can definitely hit 1987 with this. But I'm now thinking that there's a chance one of these big companies, because if we go to development really quick and we go to antivirus, it's not supported by any operating system currently on the market. But we're aiming for 87, right? Lion 6 comes out. Oh, that's perfect timing. So if we aim for there. So this December is the next, okay. So if we were to aim, I think we might aim for October. September, October 86. Try and undercut anti-Trojan alarm 12. Then as soon as Lion 6 drops, we port to Lion 6. I think that's what we do. I think that's how we try and make Zippy 87 this amazing thing that it needs to be. Let's go ahead and do some more reviewing and just see if that works out for us. So we're up to 8 out of 10, which is good. Let's iterate further, because we haven't actually announced a release date yet, which is probably for the best. Although I think, let me have a look at these upcoming releases again. So we're naming this in the same way that like sports games get named. It's like 87 for the coming year. So I'm thinking we're gonna go for October 86. I think we can have this finished for October of 1986. That's what we're gonna do. Might be, you know what, actually, let's say September so we have a little more time before the competitor comes out, because I think the competitor will hurt our sales in a pretty big way. Honestly, I really do. But that's okay. Let's start marketing. Let's start putting out press builds. Development in Zippy 87 is underway and it's cutting edge. They released a video September 86. That's good. So the information's out there. The follower count is much higher than it was on the first one. So people are interested. People are definitely interested. And we might have enough money to keep us going to get this thing done. Because I think we're still, I mean, let's have a look. We got 24,000 last month. Yeah, we are. It is plateauing. I think the overall profit is starting to drop. Let's change the price down to 20 and see if that can maybe pull a few more sales. I don't really think it did. But yeah, it's not really pulling much for us. That's all right though. Not the end of the world. And it is coming along. We're about to finish the art, which will start speeding up production elsewhere. And then, yeah, I think, I mean, the code's at 90%, which is good. I think Zippy 87 is going to be a tremendous success. I really do. And I'm excited about it. Let's get more reviews done so we can see what people say about it. We'll accept all of those. Why not? And this 10 out of 10. All right. It's not even finished and it's already a 10 out of 10. It's interesting that we could then, in theory, bring that release date forward if we really wanted to. We could rename it. I don't think we want to do that, though. I think we want to stick with the planned release date because it's September 86. That's going to give us 9 months to beta test. So let's promote it. Let's just keep it in beta testing. Let's go ahead and put out a press release. Let's go ahead and put out a press build. This is exciting. I'm actually quite excited about this. A good solid 9 months to beta test and get bugs out of there. That's not bad. We might end up in a situation where Zippy 87 gives us a huge amount of money. Oh, by the way, just in case you're curious, I can't buy the house. I was really hoping I could buy the house and actually build into that, but this right here is literally, this is our studio for the time being. Unfortunately. Let's go ahead and just get those guys in here to start cleaning and looking after the computers. I'm thinking also while we're here, let me get a couple of other things as well. So I want to get, let's see, where is it? I want to get a security camera. Because it means if, I guess, I mean, what does it say exactly? It doesn't really say anything. But I think, I would imagine what that would do is if someone breaks in and it sees them, it'll call the police automatically? I would imagine that's what it does. Seems like, I don't know, I guess we'll find out. We'll hope that no one breaks in, but if they do, hopefully the police get them. Man, this feels good though. This feels like things are coming along, you know what I mean? Things are coming up, Zippy. Good old Nerdrasoft mascot Zippy. Who's ready to level up down here? Phyllis again, wow, okay. So educate, let's go for, I'm gonna go for networking. I think getting Phyllis some networking education is gonna be fantastic because it means that the next Zippy can have networking features, assuming there's an operating system that supports it. And if there is an operating system that supports it, Zippy Online. That's the next one. Good old Zippy Online. Or Zippy X or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what we'll call it. We'll come up with a name is what we'll do. I'm just kind of, honestly, I'm just really, really excited. I can't, there's not a whole lot else I can say. The other cool thing though, I guess we can look at while we're waiting is these guys. So they're still typing away despite there not being any queued support tickets. That's because they're actually working to fix bugs. And that's a part of the support process. So I don't know if this has ever worked before. I don't know if it worked when I last played it, but you get these tickets, you can verify that something is a bug, and they will work to fix it, which I think is really cool. You know, I genuinely think that's really cool that you do actually work to fix that stuff. Who's having problems? You're having problems. Yeah, we really do need to get out of this building and get into somewhere that's a bit more fancy. And that is something we can do, by the way. If we're going to move company, we can move on to our own plot of land. I don't think we're big enough to do that yet. I'm thinking that next, like once we get Zippy 87 out, we're going to move into, I'm torn on whether or not the apartment or the skyscraper. I'm thinking apartment because it's a little bit cheaper, but we'll see. Either way, it gives us a bit more room, which is probably for the best. So we'll see how that plays out. We can maybe buy a couple of apartments and go from there. Let's get ourselves another cleaner and more IT support just to look at the computers. And it is August. So next month, Zippy 87 goes out. Let's mark it with another press release, another press build. I'm so glad that we're not publishing this as well. I'm so glad it's being handled by a publisher, because 12,000 for every press release is ridiculous. And it does it instantly for them as well. For me, I'd have to write it. Anyway, it is September of 86. It is time to release this thing. So let's release Zippy 87, and let's have a quick look and see if we can port it to anything. We do have some options. We have this, which has pretty good active users, so let's immediately port to that, which we can probably do relatively quickly. I think we can get it ported to the next Slim OS 5 before the next OS comes out. So that'll be good. We'll get it done, I guess, October. But we're about to find out. We have, in fact, let's just do a real test here. Let's deposit 477,915. That gives us exactly $100,000 in the bank. What are we going to go to? 460. It was a success. It was a success is what it was. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. That's good. Oh, that's good. Okay. Let's order some copies. I want 100,000 copies. There we go. We'll get those in stock. We'll see if we can sell all of them. I'm so excited. And the port's going ahead as well. So the port is done. And if we have a look at upcoming releases, December this year, so 2 months time, obviously next month is this, but December this year, we have Lion 6. We are porting to it immediately. And it's going to be beautiful, is what it's going to be. Let's go ahead and get the core team working on support just for the time being. Just to give them something to do. 260,000? 1.1 million! Oh my god! Oh! Oh! We have 51,000 active users. Oh my god. Alright. Okay. Zippy 87 just blew up. I imagine it's not doing as well as its... Ooh! That's great. But it didn't do as well in its first month as Zippy 87. It's also actually a bit more expensive too. You know what? Now that that's out, and now that we've got some good sales, let's go ahead and change the price down to 35. So let's cut the price down even further now that the competition's out, and try and pull in a few more users. Then next month, we're going to try and be the first to port to the new operating system. But we have enough. We can go straight to the skyscraper is what we can do. So hold on. Let's run this out a little bit. Let's go to here. Let's do 118,779 deposit. We have a million flat. We now have 1.5 million. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm excited. Right. So Zippy 87, we're going to port it to Lion 6, which it's just come out and it's not actually as it's not been immediately successful, but that's okay. We'll port it to Lion 6. That's going to be our priority, so that we can get that done as quickly as possible. Might be done in a month. I'd hazard a guess it'll be done in January, but that's not bad. That is not bad. Okay, I'm really pleased with that. Let's go ahead and fire 570630 in there. So we're sitting on another million flat right there. Let's see what we go up to here. We haven't got the port done. Another 300. Okay, not bad. Let's put that 300 in there. So 346,759 deposit, because the port to Lion 6 is about to be done, and Lion 6 now has 233,000 active users. Not bad. This guy here actually does now have more active users than Zippy. But that's fine. For the second iteration of a franchise, I think Zippy's doing pretty good for itself. I'm really pleased with that. Let's go ahead and call IT support and cleaning. Let's get them in here. And let's see what happens, man. Let's see what Zippy does. Let's go ahead and throw some more money in here. Let's do 499,604. So we have 500,000 flat. Currently, what are we doing for 3,249 on interest? Not bad at all. So 500,000 less than. What does it go to? Not bad. We can't keep up with support for Zippy 87, but it's selling. It's selling a lot. It has good active users. It's getting like 500,000 every month. Let's do a sequel. Let's make a sequel. We actually can't do networking yet. Okay. This is going to be Zippy X. No, it's not. Zippy 90, I guess, is what we're going to call this one. Because it'll release in 89. So fair enough. Let's use an existing framework. Let's use NerdResoft Core AV. And we can do all of this, because this is all going to be sped up. I mean, so looking at this, it's less than a year. If we do these, it's about a year. And so we're expanding on Zippy again. So if it's about a year, let's aim for Zippy 89 and see if we can do that. And let's try and get it in there at the highest starting price yet. I think that'll be interesting. And then by the time this is done, I think we can go for, I think we'll be able to do networking. I think that's where we'll be. So the 2D edit, we really should make one of these. Good, this actually supports everything we want to do as well. Okay, so let's do that. And then the operating systems are going to be, I mean, we can technically do everything. Let's do the two most recent operating systems so that we're not pushing the development time way up there. And then in terms of interest, I mean, let's go this way, essentially. We've got 100% interest. And then just publish it again. So we'll just do the same deal that we always do. Marketing, printing. That's fine. Macro LLC actually doing it this time. Different company. Yeah, I think we can do this. I think that's fine. Zippy 89. I'm excited. I mean, it's going pretty quickly there on the design already. So that's good. Okay, I think we need a bigger building before we go really into the Zippy thing, because we need a bigger support team, and I think we can maybe afford to get a bigger development team as well.